First,
It's
I
funny.
just want to start by going over Six Flags new additions that they announced. I already talked everyone's ear off about what I think, so I'm going to let you guys talk about what you guys think about all of their additions. Sammy, if you'd like to start, go right ahead.
All right. So obviously, I woke up. We all saw the announcements. Nothing too crazy this year, but like obviously, I'm excited that a couple parks are getting things. And I have a feeling that the reason these additions are so small are because they probably weren't planned until very late into last year because they didn't know that they were going to add new rides. So I would expect some bigger rides coming in for 2024. And yeah, I'm just glad that a couple of these parks are getting things, and it's really exciting to see.
Yeah, after listening to the recent investor call, everything that they announced completely lines up with what the company's trying to do. All these additions are great. They fit within budget. They serve a purpose at all the parks they're going to. Big emphasis on water park rides, which again lines up with what was said in the call. They really want to build up their water parks. And I think that these are all very budget-friendly things that'll be coming to the chain, and I think they might be saving up for the years ahead. So definitely something to pay attention to.
I think all these additions are great additions to the parks. You know, it's still keeping within his family-friendly atmosphere, which the parks do actually need. And like you said, it's just you do these little things, and then the next few years you get the bigger thrill rides and balance it out over the years of, kid ride, thrill ride, kid ride, thrill ride. So,
Fortunately, Ace isn't here yet. I really want to hear what Ace has to say about all the additions, but when he gets here, we'll talk to him about it. Of course, another thing that happened relating to Six Flags recently was they had their Q4 2022 earnings call. I believe what day was it? Thursday, right?
It was Thursday.
So I did make a video. Of course, metrics are still down in terms of attendance and whatnot, but it is starting to make a recovery. It was pretty low, all things considered, but I think they're going to pull together and start rising back up. It seems like they're starting to get a level head again. And yeah, that's really all I have to add. What do you guys think?
I guess we'll just continue in this order. I didn't actually get to watch the Q4 stuff, but I know I watched some of the videos though and replayed a couple things, and it's definitely seeming like everything's going back up. So that's exciting, and I think we're looking for like a better and brighter future at some of these things. But I guess we're gonna have to just kind of see how like these new additions work out and what they're doing really kind of like works out and just how it will work out. I guess don't really know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because on paper, yes, everything's down, and that is like not great. But when you look at it relative to the rest of the year and other years past, the numbers are slowly creeping back up. So yes, they are down, but they are less down than say Q3, Q2, all of those. So at least they're trending in the right direction. I think 2022 was a big trial year, and they made that known that everything was going to be like a trial and error sort of thing. And they're finally coming to this middle ground of price point for the passes versus what you get at that price point. Obviously, even by their own admission on the call, they said they did too much too fast, which is what all of us have been saying as well, even as those changes were happening. So it's great that they're listening to the park feedback, I think, or rather the guest feedback. I think they really value that. So I think we're starting to see those changes in the middle ground come about. I'm still hopeful. Like I said, the metrics are slowly crawling back up. And it sounds like they have a lot in the budget from new additions, and there's definitely more of a focus on entertainment and festivals, which I think is a really good driver for attendance. Not everyone who goes to the theme parks are going to be in it for the thrill rides per se, so you really have to cater, make sure your offerings are well-rounded to an audience. I think they're doing that. It's great. I'm cautiously optimistic for what's coming up.
Looks like Ace has joined us.
So I didn't get a chance to
what's up, guys?
to the call.
Hang on, Ace. We're going to just let Brian talk about what he thinks of something, and then we're going to get to you.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to actually physically listen to it. I just kind of read over, the summaries and the numbers. But this really is, now you're finally seeing Salim's, his actual control and what he's doing really affecting the numbers now. But like Tom said, it was it is trending better than when he first took over, and they're working things out right now, and they're just trying to figure out where they're going to go and how they're going to manage the parks and go forward. But it seems positive, and everything's trending in the right direction at least, and again with the festivals is that's the big money maker for these parks. You could get more people in just, for the food passes and the drinks and everything. You make more money profit wise off the parks with that.
Yeah, definitely. So, Ace, you missed a little bit. If you want, you could just plug your new Instagram account and just introduce yourself.
Say that again.
Ace, if you want, you could
Yeah,
just introduce yourself and plug your Instagram account.
Oh, well, actually, the easy way to say is it's Ace Cop from Facebook.
Well, what's your actual Instagram username?
The same thing, Ace Cop.
No, I think it has numbers too.
Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna go because I just opened it, so I'm just gonna go with the Facebook account.
H.K100.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Facebook, Ace Cop from Facebook.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
Ace,
I go with that.
we all talked about what we think. I'm curious to hear what you think about all of Six Flags' new additions to their parks.
I think it's great towards the families. It's very family oriented, and it's actually more than what I could have bargained for the 2020 year. I was not paying anything like that, well, anything at all, and then be like, so it makes the future more promising. And I'm also happy with the memberships looking more normal again, and it's not too high, so that's going to bode well for 2023.
What rides in specific are you most excited for?
I'm excited for the dueling family coasters at Six Flags Over Georgia and Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and the Tacoma kiddie coaster at Six Flags St. Louis. They all look interesting and appealing.
Right. So also, what do you think about the Six Flags earnings call? Do you think it's hopeful? Not hopeful?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's hopeful because remember, Salim has barely been there for 1 year, and they did have a lot of parks. There was a lot of parks that didn't have Holiday in the Park this year too. So that's kind of how it confused a lot of people into thinking that it's less people than it was in 2023, and everything was lower. So yeah, that definitely factored in. No Six Flags New England and a few other parks that didn't have Holiday in the Park. So 2023 is going to be the year that tells it all.